What is up there, Misfits? How's it going? Welcome to Pages of Ascension. If you are new, welcome back if you've been hanging out with me for a while. This is your Ether Collective reading for the week of October 5th. Alright, so let's go ahead and get your cards shuffled up and see what the focus or theme is going to be for most of the collective this week. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Staying safe as per usual. And as I'm getting these shuffled up, let's go ahead and go over a little bit of fine print and get that out the way, all right? So I am an adult. I do use adult language. If that's something that is uncomfortable for you, this is a great time to exit stage left because it means I'm probably not the reader for you, okay? No hard feelings, no big deal. There's plenty of kick-ass readers here on YouTube, and I'm sure you can find someone who uses the language that you prefer, okay? Alrighty. Wow, somehow that is not really that surprising that that came up. All right. And then, of course, as far as pronouns go with which you identify as. This is an inclusive channel, okay? And last but not least, of course, personal reading. Check out the website that is on your screen. Poke around there. Might find something you like, all right? So the focus or theme for this week is leadership. Like I said, not super surprised that that came up. So let's go ahead and get the rest of our cards out and see what else we can find out. So we're going to be looking at what is seen. Okay, so what's kind of obvious on the horizon. This might cover things that are in media, things that are obvious in your own life, right? And then we're going to look at the unseen. Okay, so what's hidden, what's underneath the surface, what's not so obvious, all right? And then we'll look at the energies that play for all of that, and of course, the grand finale of what is coming. So that is what you can expect to see by the time the end of the week rolls around, okay? All right, so I just have to get out 4 cards. So peas. Somebody eating peas right now? Please be patient with me as I get these out. I prefer the cards to kind of pop out and do their own thing versus me picking them out. Okay. So I just need to get 2 more. What is unseen? What is unseen? All right, and we've got our 2. Okay. All right, let's get everything flipped over here. Ooh, okay, fate is at play. Fate is definitely at play this week. Okay, so what's seen is the 5 of Cups, disappointment. And then we've got the Hermit. So some of you are choosing to withdraw this week. And I'm feeling like for a lot of people that's probably necessary given the leadership card popping up. Now this can go beyond just what is going on in my home country right now of the United States regarding our leadership. It can also be positions of leadership that you hold in your own life. You know, are you running a company? Are you a manager? Are you a CEO? Or maybe you're just the leader of your family. You know, people look to you in your family for whether that's advice or some type of leadership, okay? And some of you are going to be pulling back this week and going within. Now remember, the Hermit seeks out knowledge. He shines a light on knowledge that is hidden. At least that's the way I view the Hermit, okay? Now, for those of you that are more on the spiritual path or the esoteric path, this withdrawal from this might be actually in order to preserve your own energy. And I'm not going to lie, this is something I've considered myself specifically for this week. Don't really know why. I'm sure I'll find out as it goes. But in any case, for a smaller subset of you, I feel like you've been in this Hermit energy and you have already been withdrawing your energy and I feel like it's because of disappointment. So that actually brings up another thing that I want to mention about those who are in leadership positions right now and withdrawing from like people around them or the public eye. It could be because of some disappointment. It could be because of some bad news or something that comes in. So what's really trippy about this is what's unseen about all this. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got the Nine of Cups. Okay. So, for some of you, this is a test that was not passed. Okay, whether literal or metaphorically speaking. This is you allowed yourself to be swayed by something you probably shouldn't have. And as a result, it has affected how the wheel is turning for you this week. Okay. And again, it comes back down to leadership. So let's go ahead and get into our clarifiers. Sorry, I'm just checking on my time. Every time I'm looking to this side, I'm checking on my time, just so you know. Alright, can you tell me more about this disappointment, please? The Magician. So, let me get the other card. Jesus, and it doubles down on the same thing. Okay, so again, like I said, for some of you, this is a test that was not passed. All right, and I feel like this ties into that bonus reading. For some of you, this ties into that bonus reading that was done last week about the divide in the spiritual community. And I say that because the Magician is popping up and doubling down on this Five of Cups energy. So this is massive disappointment, massive heartbreak. Okay. Let me move on and see what else we can gather from this. For some of you, it's just like clientele may have dried up. You know, oh God. So like if this, for those of you that it's directly tying into that reading last week, this could be a matter of whoever that magician, high priestess, devil energy was that I was picking up. That subtle unseen manipulation has now come into the forefront and has proceeded to do its damage. Now, the caveat on that is that it was able to do that because you were seduced into something. There's something that you missed. And I think I might have said that in that reading. Jesus, it just keeps getting better. Okay. So to clarify the Hermit, we've got the Moon. So secrets, as I did say, and then defeat. There's 3 5s on the board. Okay? We're looking at massive change this week. Massive change this week. For some of you, oh man. So, collectively speaking, we may be looking at a change in leadership. I'm not going to dig further into what that is or why that is. But that's what I'm picking up for that. Okay. Let's dig a little bit more into the unseen. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Black Widow, poison. With this defeat card, 5 of Swords. It's conflict. It's a lot of fighting. For some of you, this is something that's going on and you just become enlightened to that fact, or you will this week, that there's fighting going on, okay? That there's someone doing something very manipulative in your surroundings. Oh man, Spirit is like showing up today in this reading. Good Lord, I don't even know what to do with this reading right now. And honestly, whew. Okay, so the cards covering the Wheel of Fortune are the Wheel of Fortune, doubling down on that energy once again. And Hierophant. This is fated, y'all. Like, whatever this is that's about to go down, or I should say actually this week that is going down, because I do feel like this is a transference from last week of what I was picking up. I'm not getting so much on the money reading so much, but I feel like for some of you that is what the disappointment was, because I if I'm not mistaken, the Magician showed up with that. This is a massive change in leadership. This is... wow. Let me move on to the last cards, because gotta be honest, second week in a row, I don't really like what I'm seeing, alright? Of course, this time I'm not going to redo the reading, because, well, we learned our lesson with that bonus. Okay. Father of Fire in reverse. Three of Wands. Exploration. So this is the ships. So this is something that I mentioned in the midweek collective. The ships are coming in. The ships take time. Confirmation. Ships take time to dock. Even when they've come in. So, like, I'm getting a couple storylines here. So for some of you, the prediction of the disappointment with business is coming into the fold this week. It started last week, that's what was unseen, and now it's seen. How that's coming into play is now seen for you. Okay? For others of you, or I should say in continuation of, like, for those of you who are losing a business or have lost some type of money, basically over some type of secret that I'm going to say has been revealed and caused a great deal of conflict here with the Moon and the Five of Swords. It's causing you to withdraw in. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Wheel is at play. Okay? And not only is, I'm going to say, the wheel at play, like, I'm going to say the divine is at play. I view this Hierophant card a little bit differently. If you guys can see that. It's got the Dalai Lama on it. That's not a character that I would interpret as overly dogmatic or anything like the Hierophant can be. In this deck, I feel like the Hierophant is more about unity. Okay? For some of you, with the wheel being at play and what I feel like this Hierophant representing is the divine stepping in, it's in an effort to get you to come into balance with yourself. Okay, for some of you, this is a massive course correction. The reason that this loss is happening, the reason that this conflict is happening, okay? And again, it's coming back to leadership. I really don't want to go down that train. I'm not going down that train. Y'all can make your own connections with that. I'm not going to say that on camera, but that's what's there. Okay. Now, again, the ships take time to dock. But here's the thing. It's that saying of be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And I feel like that's at play for quite a few people this week. Especially in regards to leadership. They asked for a certain thing and didn't really think twice about the consequences that would come with getting that thing that they were requesting from the universe. So yeah, your ships are coming in, but you don't realize that you've been seduced by some type of falsehood. Okay? Let's move on. So the energies at play are attachment and man holding a coin. Huh. So immediately this speaks to me of someone who is a very caught up in appearances, very attached to money, very attached to what's in their pocketbook. How can I floss? How can I show I got more than everyone else? That's this combination for me, okay? How does this money show that I'm a better leader than anyone else? How does this money show my ability to manifest better than anyone else? Course correction. That's what this feels like, is a straight up course correction. Now, if this is just, could this just be individual? Sure. I think there's people individually being course corrected every single day, turn right instead of left. Sometimes it's that simple. It doesn't have to be anything grandiose, right? But for this week, and I'm feeling like there's there's 4 5s on the board. I just noticed that. 5, 5, 5, 5, 9, and 9. So for some of you, what you don't see, even though this conflict is going on, is that there's about to be an end to it. And perhaps, no, I was right the first time. There's 5 5s on the board with the attachment here. Okay, I'm freaking out right now. Oh my god. Okay. Bear with me here. 9, 9, 9. 3 9s. 5, 5, 5. 5, 5. Okay. The wheel is about to turn. That's what this is telling me, okay? Wow. I can't even deal right now. Like, this is insane what I'm looking at. Y'all, the divine is so at play with what is about to go down this week. I'm just going to leave it there, okay? And I know that we've got Saturn that I want to say is gone direct at this point. We're still in, Mars doing its retrograde thing. And I think Pluto goes direct today when I'm doing this, which is on October 4th. I feel like whatever secrets still haven't been revealed are going to come out this week. Now, the fact that 9 is making itself so apparent, and I know based on what I was getting or have been getting for months about October being like a breaking point or a tipping point. And then on top of that, reading very recently in my Llewellyn book, I want to say that October 9th is supposed to be especially volatile. Like, don't start arguments. Know when to walk away, because this is one of those weeks where flying off at the mouth could get you more than popped in the mouth. It might get you popped in the ass. All right. I don't know. It's like, as I'm seeing these two, it's just making me think divine intervention. Like, I feel like this is divine intervention. And for some of you, this might be happening because you had some sort of attachment, like literal, spiritual, physical attachment. All right. For others of you, it's just you being too attached to something, too attached to a certain outcome, too attached to a certain lifestyle, so on and so on and so forth. Pick what it is. Confirmation. Pick what it is for your life. Okay. Really like to give some good news. Okay, so let's look at what's coming. chicken foot. Oh, chicken foot, chicken foot, chicken foot. And it's funny because this card popped up as I was shuffling and sitting down to get ready for this reading, and I was just like, okay, that's interesting. So I just kind of took note, because sometimes that'll happen as I'm shuffling. So I just took note. But the fact that it's popping up again, and that actually makes so much sense to me as to why I'm viewing the Hierophant and man holding a coin as like the literal divine. I'm almost at a loss for words looking at this right now. I feel like whoever this leader is, who had been subtly manipulating things using this magician energy behind the background, is going to be very, very disappointed in the outcome of that on a larger scale, of course, is what I'm talking about. Wow. I almost want to redo this one just because of how crazy this reading is, but you know, I'd really like to not have a repeat of last week, so yeah, and we're at 21 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and call that here. Chicken foot, you're protected, okay? Roll with it. Roll with it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call that here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're looking for a personal reading, you can get at me on my website at the bottom of your screen, POACreator.com. Remember, your peace is your power, and I'll see you on Thursday for the midweek check-in. Bye.